Rurik was a Viking, a Varangian prince. His story is told in the Russian Primary Chronicle, but it is not accepted at face value by modern historians. According to the Chronicle, the people of Novgorod, tired of political strife, invited the Varangians about 862 AD to establish an orderly and just government there. Hence, Rurik came with his two brothers and a large retinue and became ruler of the city and region of Novgorod. Few have risen from nothingness to greatness like the brave Rurik. Together with his brothers, he brought order to the eastern wilderness, and since their deaths, he is the lone ruler of the great chiefdom. Yet, this is only the beginning. One day, Rurik's descendants will found the Tsardom of Russia. Or will they? The destiny of the great dynasty rests in our hands. Pull up a chair, friends, and listen to the tale of Jarl Rurik Troublemaker, the Viking raider who has crossed sea and gulf, down river and lake, to conquer and settle in Russia, into a territory known as Holmgarder. He brings his Astratu religion and Norse culture group to this new people here. Will we stay Norse? Will we stay Astratu? Or will we accept the local culture and religion of the local Russian people? Only time will tell, and we will find out. What is going on, guys? My name is Ultra, and welcome to our new Jarl Rurik the Troublemaker playthrough. Today, we're going to be trying to go for the Land of the Rus achievement. I know we've tried this before with different versions of the game, but we're going to try it again now with the newest Northman DLC patch with the new features. I thought that would be actually quite fun to do. So we start off as Jarl Rurik. We're 37 years old, so we're no spring chicken. We're not too old, but we're definitely on a timetable. And there's some major challenges with this achievement. Basically, what we need to do is we need to create the Empire of Russia, which is this green area here. We need to have at least 80% of this green area conquered. So the harder parts being obviously the Khazarian part, and down here a little bit. And then there's the warring tribes, the Finnish tribes up here, and a little bit here. So no major concerns about the Baltic area. They don't really push in. It's mostly Oberyn-Osh usually becomes Kazan. As these little Khaganates start separating from Khazaria, they push this way. And these tribes up here fight against each other. And the Minskers and the Pinskers down here. But it's doable. I know it seems like an easier achievement, but it's actually not that simple to do. And one of the major challenges is, first of all, we start off with a young, beautiful wife. We also have a son who is a legitimized bastard, mother unknown. The issue is our succession. Being a Viking tribe, we are Confederate partition. I mean, even after we switch to local Russian tradition, if we do switch, being Confederate partition, it means that all the titles are split between your children, which is fine, but they are allowed to create new primary titles, new high titles. So, for example, if we create the kingdom here, there's two kingdoms here. There's Novgorod, and then there's the kingdom of White Rus. If we did that, where's White Rus? Here it is. If we have two sons, the sons will actually split it, and the second son can actually create his own separate kingdom, and they'll actually separate from Novgorod. And that's something that's very difficult to stop. Pretty much the only way to stop doing that is to stop having kids. Or divorce your wife is one way to do it. Stop having kids. I mean, our wife is strong, intelligent, and she puts out really amazing children. It's just really... If you can do it in Rurik's lifetime, that's the best way to do it. However, this achievement is only his dynasty, so obviously you do not have to do it in Rurik's lifetime. In fact, I don't believe it was done in Rurik. In real life, it was not done in Rurik's lifetime, so you don't actually have to do it as him. It could be his dynasty. So if you can speed rush it, and you can do it in one shot, great. If it separates into White Rus, you're going to have to do an invasion of White Rus and try and reconquer that. It's a bit of a pain. It's just one of these things with Confederate partition. It's the worst one in the game to get. The only way to change it, even to regular partition, is to have the right succession laws, which we don't have. So, for example, we don't have hereditary rule. Looking at our culture, we are in tribal, of course, not even early medieval. So early medieval, you can go right to hereditary rule. So we're not even in the right, world at all here. And there's not much we can do about that. Actually, what we're learning right now is Casus Belli, because we are actually still part of Norse. which is okay. It's not bad, but yeah, we're gonna end up probably switching to Russian, and Russian, they're just a bit behind. Being tribals, they're just behind, so it's a bit slower. So getting this thing changed is just not. It just takes a while. That's all. First things first. Let's actually have a look at our character. Jarl Rurik lifestyle. We're gonna pick. First of all, we're gonna start off with martial to get some martial going. Then we're gonna switch to learning to get some medicine focus going, and we're gonna do like Iron Constitution to get massive boosts because you want him to live as long as possible to give us the most time to conquer most territory as possible. But to start off, we're gonna do military. Now, the gods have deemed it that we're a strategist and have given us probably one of the best points in the game, which is Bellum Justum. So BJ gives us Casus Belli cost minus 50%, which is massive for us. Massive, which is great. These are all good for our special men of arms, okay? Not your peasant levy, but all your men of arms are going to get bonuses, a few knight bonuses. Also, stalwart leader, chivalric dominance, and never back down are really good. These three are good here. I might even do one serve the crown, but then we're going to switch over to learning, and we're going to do medicine focus and do Iron Constitution, just to try and live as long as possible. Sapper's progress is good too. It just makes sieges go just a little bit faster. It's okay. But in the meantime, we're going to do chivalry focus because you've got 23 military. We don't need to put any more points into military. Dread, it's not necessary at the beginning of the game. So we're going to do chivalry, get our knights going with the bonuses, knight advantage +5, which is great. Now, let's look now, heir unmarried. So we do have an heir, which is our son, the bastard, who would take over. I'm telling you though, this wife will pop out a ton of children. But let's look now at our son. Yeah, let's get him married. Let's do prestige gain. I don't think we need to do alliance power. Pretty strong as is. Let's see. Mogir? She's 22. She's Bulgar, Norse. I kind of want a Russian. Yeah, here. But the problem is with these guys, these are Minskers, and we're going to be going to war with Minsk, and I don't want to get stuck into an alliance with them. So you don't want to do Minskers. A good other one to do is the Polish girl. She's a lunatic, and this one is possessed. So it looks like it's going to be paranoid, wrathful, and stubborn. The Lower Silesia is not bad. Lower Silesia is a good alliance to have. They're Polish as well here. That looks like it's the best one. Gives us House Rurik gets 100. Okay, we'll do this one. Okay, so next what we're gonna do is we're going to look at our domain. So we're gonna go to our court, or council I should say, and look at our wife. What's she doing? She's just assisting in general. We're actually gonna have her specialize in managed domain, which will balance this out at 5. Yeah, she's a good leader. She's really good. The problem is she just has too many kids. It's just too many kids. So yeah, again, there's two ways to do it. You can do it. You can try at speed, do it as Rurik, which we're gonna try to kind of do as fast as possible. Just crank out as much as we can. And again, the second way to do it is just do it, the long, hard way with having all your sons and finally, eventually getting the right succession laws. It just depends on how long this playthrough is gonna get. So first things first, let's take our rally point. We're actually just gonna move it just slightly north, 1 square, because our first target is going to be right here, the tribe of Nien, and this chieftain here, chieftain of Vodi. This Vodi is actually part of our de jure Jarldom, our duchy. So we're going to grab this because this is actually our territory. So we are going to look at our armies, and how are we doing? We've got 2,000 peasant levy, 6 out of 7 knights. So we're a bit low in the knight count. I will recruit. How much is it going to cost to recruit this guy? This is going to cost me, charge me 3 gold. We'll recruit this guy. Okay, and now men of arms. So we don't have any men of arms, but Jarl Rurik starts off with his Viking raiders, which is 1,000 men, includes Varangian veterans, which are the new troops, and Huskarls, which are some new troops here. What I would like to get is a troop of Vigmen, which are specialized archers. So the counters skirmishers, which is what most tribes bring in to start with. They have a little bit lower damage than bowmen, but they're actually much tougher, and they actually give a much better screen for the army. This is only a 5, and this is a 27, so they're actually quite good. So screen, a defeated army reduces the amount of casualties they take in the aftermath of the battle by their army's combined screen value. So screen basically, like, if you lose a battle, the Vigil will still be firing to stop them from running down your men. So this protects your guys if you do lose. I mean, I don't plan on losing. But 23 is actually not bad. 12, pikemen, 22. Vigman's actually pretty good. Yeah, bowmen are definitely a lot better in terms of just attack. But I'm gonna go the Vigman and do this because they also have the harsh winter, the normal winter. Yeah, we're gonna do this. It's gonna cost us 122. And it's going to cost us 0.1 a month and 0.4 when the race. We're going to do one thing of Vigman for now, and that should be fine. That should be fine, because first things first, what we're going to do is we are going to raise local raiders. Here, we're going to raid on the neighboring city right here, and we're going to jump in. Excellent. Okay, so we got our marriage to our son. He accepted to Lower Silesia, which is fine. You end up being a pretty strong ally, typically. You know, Lower Silesia is a good one to be, you know, they usually conquer the neighboring guys. They're pretty good. Alright, we're going to grab this here. Done. Prisoner taken siege. Bring this guy back. And once he comes back, he drops off his booty. And we're going to get that gold in our pocket. Good. 15 gold and some prestige. Great. Now let's take this. We're going to disband our dudes. Okay. And then we're going to go here. We're going to go to declare war. And we're going to do conquer county. Voti. Vastly inferior. Declare war. We're going to raise local army. And it's going to be split to two different ones. We don't even need the whole thing. Just one side will be enough. And we're going to march in. So here it is here. Chiefess Ingrid gets pregnant. So like I said, she pops out babies like nothing. Romance, decoration, love. I'm walking the gardens and some of the lords at court when I noticed my guest. Oh. I step aside and let her pass. With great surprise, she blocks my path and kneels before me. Cannot carry a tune to save her life. Oh, she tries to sing. Famous or love ballad. Oh, you flatter me. She will attempt to win my heart. Abandons foolish endeavor. Do I want to start cheating on my wife? No, I'm not going to do that. Abandons this foolish endeavor immediately. I am the king, but I'm trying to control the sun population here, so I got to see what's going to happen with my son. I got to see what's going to happen with my son. Okay, the battle's now won, and now we're going to siege this out. Because we have no catapults, we have no major siege. Now we do have some siege tech with this one. Where is it here? Engineered for destruction, but we don't have any siege weapons. Sappers would be the next one to get, which is actually not too bad. It does make our specialized troops, so that's going to be spearmen, archers. So Vigman are considered archers, so that should help. Yeah, type archers. So that would help us in our siege time slightly. Not by a lot. We can actually, what we can do is we can maybe have to switch this out to a guy. Do we have anybody that actually has a siege bonus? No, we don't. Winter War Soldier is actually really good, so I'm fine with that. But 6 months left. Okay. Yeah, we're losing a little bit of cash, but we do have some prestige, and it might be a good time to start looking into our construction. You got to be careful with your prestige because everything in this game costs prestige as a Viking. So building, raising men, all that kind of stuff. Taxes, supply limits. Yeah, markets are good. Got everything you need. You need one of each, honestly. Control growth is good. Prestige is good. So the first thing, though, I think I might do Palisades, which is going to raise the fort 1. We're in it now. We're at 2. I could upgrade this to fort level... Yeah. Fort level 2. Which is going to give us more tax. But it costs 400. Here's the thing, though. I do have the money in the bank, the prestige in the bank now. It might be good to do this now before we kind of use it all. So you can kind of decide what you guys want to do. You can do this. This costs 200, which raises it +1. So it's going to raise this +1. Or you can just do the tribal hold itself. And then this one here is going to be Fortified Hold. Yeah, from feudal castles, adding many new defensive elements. It's going to increase the taxes. Give us 400 more levies and garrison of 500 more men. It takes 5 years, but we do have the prestige in the bank. I think I'm going to do this now. It's going to take 5 years. Okay, we're going to upgrade our holding now. And what I'm actually going to do as well, I'm going to have this guy, Helgi, which is my... This is my son, right? Yeah. I'm going to have him... Is he the best? He's only a 7. Yeah, we started off with not the greatest. Oh, Spy Master's really bad. But he's a powerful vassal, though. Okay, you know what? I'm going to have him do development. And he's going to help construction slightly. If he doesn't screw it up. Hopefully he doesn't. Okay, looks like we're getting some raids already from the Finns, which is pretty common. They love to raid across the river here. But we'll raid them back eventually. And, you know. Oh, got him. You know what we're going to do is we're going to go right now. And we're going to go with both our guys. And we're going to try and... Oh, my daughter. Oh, lovely. May you grow strong and wise, my daughter. Okay, good. No sons yet. No extra sons yet. That's the hardest thing to deal with, is the extra sons. But we're actually going to, you know... do enforce demands. So hostages are released. We gain 75 fame. Allies share 75 prestige. Good. Enforce demands. Lovely. So be it. And now we're actually over our domain by 1, but we're going to sit on this. We're going to sit on it for now, because it's actually part of our de jure here. And I actually have some people here who are not. I actually have some counties in here, which should be mine, but I'm not going to sweat it. Yeah, we're going to go fight these guys here and try and get back our booty, which they stole. And then we're going to drop our men. There he goes. Yeah, so you can actually... So if you get a town raided, you can fight the raiders and try and capture back your winnings here. Got it. Loot recovered. There it goes. Victory. We're going to go now... Oh, to the next thing. Runestone. Now, this is a new Viking DLC pop-up. So it's customary among the Nords to erect carved monuments to commemorate important events. The death of loved one, the settling of a dispute, the acquisition of land, and so on. Perhaps it could benefit from such a rock. We're going to gain some piety, and we're going to gain some prestige. And we're going to get one of these bonuses. It costs 50 gold. I think it's totally worth it, but what to carve? Let's see here. How about a military one against how we vanquished this foe of Vodi? Sure. And we're actually going to put it in Vodi because control in Vodi is pretty bad. And Conquest Roostone is going to give us control growth of 0.2 a month. So we're going to pop it in Vodi here. Excellent. Yes, we're still over to our domain, which is fine. No big deal. Next, we're going to do... We're not going to waste too much time. We're going to move this counter, or the flag down here. What we're going to do is we're going to go for Polotsk right away, because if we sit on it, the Minskers are going to push into it. So we're going to grab Polotsk pretty quick. Now, Polotsk ends up being a pretty major target because it's on a major river for Viking raiders. They're going to come, sailing down here and try and grab this. So we're going to have to fight off a few Vikings, I'm sure, throughout our campaign, but it's just one of these things. So we're going to hit now, declare war. I don't think I'm going to bother raiding them. I'm just going to do Conquer County. They do have an alliance, and they usually ally with Minsk. Let's just confirm that. Yeah, they do. They almost always ally with Minsk. That's fine. I'm not concerned. The cost is 38. Now, this is because of BJ. Because of Bella Justinian, our cost is reduced in half. That's why it shows you how important it is to have BJ playing as Rurik. Okay, declare war, and we are going to raise all here. I'm raising all because of the Minskers. Let's go down here, and let's kind of keep our troops together in case the Minsk guys try to go in at once. But we're going to grab their war target right away, and grabbing the war target is going to make our war score held objectives start ticking, and once we get to 100, war is won. Now, there is something else we can get, which is Peacemaker. I mean, I don't think we're going to get there. I think it's just too far down this list. But Peacemaker actually lets us make peace at 90 as opposed to 100, which is actually really, really, really good. It's one of the best ones you can get. Not the best, but one of the best ones. It just makes long, grinding wars much better to end early at 90 as opposed to 100. It's pretty good. Oh, here's the Minsk army. Yeah, it's not too big. It's only 1,500 men. It's okay. Oh, it looks like they're going to want to fight me for some reason. Oh, they're going to cross a bridge. Huh. Wonder why they would do that. Interesting. Okay. But like you can see here, yeah, so we do have our Huskarls and our Varangians from his host, but here's our Vingmen just going to work on their light footmen. Good. Excellent. Victory. Battle of Polotsk. Victory. Lovely. So we're going to continue sieging this out, and it's going to be 2 months left. All right. Prisoner taken. You captured Chieftain Igor's wife. Wow. Well, he wanted to give up after that. Okay, we're going to get the 75 fame, the 75 prestige back. Okay, great. Expand all. And there we go. Polotsk is ours. Look at beautiful Holmgarder. Okay, let's get this given away because we're not going to take this. This is not part of our duchy. We're going to give this to somebody else. We're not going to keep it. A beautiful man. Wow, congenital trait. He's beautiful. I'd like to want to give it to a Russian if I can. Svatoslav. Let's go. Trusting, honest, compassionate. Oh, yeah. He's going to get it. Grant title of Paleska. The reason I'm giving it to him is because I'm going to be converting eventually to the local culture and religion. Not just yet, but it's what we're going to be doing. And I want to have Russian people under my control because everyone's got to become Russian. That's just kind of how it works. Okay, so next, we're still over by 1, which is okay. Titles. Right, so now we're going to create our first major step. It's going to be the most expensive thing we did so far. It's going to be creating the kingdom of Novgorod here. Let's go to create title. And the reason I'm going to explain to you why we're doing this. So we're going to create title. Kingdom of Novgorod. Okay, it's going to cost 250 gold, which is a big chunk of gold. But it gives us 400 prestige. Quite a lot of prestige. It's going to hopefully bump us a level. Again, we need to get to illustrious. So we're only going to get to distinguished now, but we need to bump to illustrious to get the duchy war thing. So we're going to go do this, and there we go. See, illustrious there. Once we get illustrious, we can actually do war decks on the duchies. Now we're now a mighty king. Beautiful, glorious king here. And the reason we're doing this is because we can now go to Minsk, and we can actually do a subjugate claim on the entire kingdom here, or not, whatever it is, the Jarldom, High Chieftain of Minsk, and get it all in one shot, as opposed to each county one at a time. I see I don't have the duchy thing yet, so we'd have to do each one at a time, truce, instead of piecemealing it. If you do it this way, subjugate, you get the whole Minsk in one shot. And you know how many men they have. We're much more advanced, but they do actually have some alliances. We're still superior, though. They actually have 2 counties here in Khazaria, which actually they're allies. Yeah, and Khazaria is just another beast. But it looks like they're revolting here, and then once Khazaria starts to break up a little bit, they'll be much easier to deal with. Looks like, yeah, Obernosh has now become Kazan, and Kazan's going to push into here, so we've got to really push back as fast as possible. But first things first, our first major war is going to be against the Minskers. Now, I think we are able to bring in some more men of arms. Let's just have a look at their army before we get too advanced. They are light footmen, and they have bowmen and light footmen. Okay, so, and these guys here, just so I see what their allies have. I think they see these guys here. Wasn't it? Bowmen, horse archers. Okay, so let's just see, what do I want to bring in to counter the bowmen? To counter bowmen, I think the only thing is horsemen. That's the only thing I know of that counters archers, I believe. Oh, you can actually also bring in, was it Varangians counter arch? No, it's the Bondi. Bondi are Bondi are part of a class of free landowners, often competent sailors. So they're basically the longshippmen, which are, the guys like that used to go in the longboats, the Viking raiders type things. They are like the Bondi, I guess, is what they call them. But they're considered to be spearmen. We're going to bring in a spearman because they counter archers. So Vigamin, and we're going to bring in a Bondi. And the reason I'm bringing these guys in now, because once you become local culture Russian, you're going to lose the ability to raise any of these kind of guys. But if you have them already in your retinue, they stay. So we're actually going to do that. That's fine. I think this is going to be great. Glory is widely known. Lovely. So I do have some renown. Now, if I do want to do the trick of the sons, you can actually go like this, and you can go to... here it is here, under these 3 dots more, you go to Disinherit. Now, it costs 150 renown, so we're almost there. It's good to have it in the bank, and some prestige, but you can actually disinherit the guy, and he'll still like you. He just won't be the next claim. But yeah, so this is the guy here. We're going to do, it's full maintenance is 0.4 a month, so yeah, damage. Let's actually just compare them to regular pikemen. So pikemen regular is 22, Bondi is 14, 31 defense, this is 23 defense. This is Pursuit 0, Bondi is 12, Screen. So overall, the pikemen are actually better, but the Bondi are better against archers. So that gives us the benefit here with all the tribal archers, and we have our own archers to counter light footmen. And these guys have a winter benefit as well. I think it's going to be fine. I'm happy with this decision. Okay, now let's figure out where we're going to start off. We're going to take a rally point. We're going to move it to Luki, I believe. That's what I like to do. We're going to move it to Luki. Make sure our troops are good. Just about okay. Maybe just wait a couple more days to get a few more... Oh, Merry Christmas, everybody. Just a few more days to get this going. And, okay, a few more guys in there. All right, that's good enough. Let's get going. We're going to go to the High Chieftain here. We're going to do Declare War. We're going to do Subjugate High Chieftain Ruslan. Now, he stays a subject. So you're going to have to, like, you know, kiss his butt a little bit afterwards. Now, this is half the cost, by the way. This is half the cost. It would be like 80? Something like that at full cost. So having that BJ trait is super important. Okay. Declare war. Let's go for it. We're going to raise all here. Now, it's going to come here, these two sections here. And hopefully, yeah, our Bondi really help with the archers. Let's go down. Enemy ally joins war. I know. You know, where's their army? I don't see it yet. I kind of want to grab them right away. Yeah, so they were at war with this guy here. These two counties here, which I'm not overly concerned about. Let's, you know what? Let's. Where are you? Get over here. There they are. Yeah, they're gonna join down here. Oh, they're going up this way. Where are they headed to? Where are they heading to? Oh, they're going this way to Polotsk. Okay. New martial lifestyle perk. Great. So I think it's going to be sappers for the siege. I mean, this is really good. 0.1. It adds just a little bit more speed. It's not that essential, but it's good. These skills are much better than sappers, but I'm going to grab sappers because I kind of want to finish off the strategist trait. We're going to grab these here, and that's going to help our siege. Oh, they're going to run. Alright, we're going to chase them. So I have all those bonuses, again, because I randomly selected this tier for us. So I have Organized March, Screens better, Hit and Runs better, Parthian Tactics is better, like Men of Arms Counter Efficiency, like all this stuff is much better. So I have a lot of bonuses. Okay, come on, where are these guys already? Alright, we're going to make our way down to, you know what, we're going to make our way down to their capital. We're going to siege that out anyways. I'm not going to chase these guys across the whole world. If they're not going to, you know, okay, make for battle, forget it. I'm just going to go start sieging. They're going to double back and go to Polotsk. I know exactly what they're going to do. Yeah, they're going to go. I'm not going to chase these guys around the whole world. We're going to take their capital straight away. And fight. Oh, yeah, so it did help. Sappers helped. It's usually 6 months, but dropped it down to 5. So, yeah, these are better, but this is actually not too bad. And the next one, yeah, strategists will get us, just double check again, diplomacy, martial, enemy fatal casualties. Oh, that's really good. Water crossing without advantage penalties, fine. But yeah, then we gotta start looking at switching to health because we're not specialized in health, and our intelligence is actually pretty low, poor. So it's gonna be a lot longer to get points. Oh, new guest. Is he? Wow. A giant with 27 prowess. Recruit to court. Heck yeah. Oh, he's a knight for sure. Right? Oh, force. He's a knight. But yeah, I still haven't decided what I'm going to do with my son yet. Where is Helgi? Here he is here. He is actually as a knight right now. Yeah, I knew they're going to go to Polotsk. It's okay. Look at this. 40 days left. We just steamrolled that. Yeah, that sappers thing actually ended up being pretty good. Now, the thing is, yeah, there's no catapults. There's no catapults as Russian. There's no catapults as Norse. We're not a modern, you know, Catholic nation here that has catapults and that kind of stuff. Onagers, nothing. So, you know, there it is. Siege 1. Let's march back to Polotsk and relieve the siege here. Oh, yeah, so there it is here. Our Bondi are countering their archers. Yeah, it is here. See, countered by opponents, archers, and our Huskarls. Okay. Great, we got him. Now let's go this way. Oh, got him too. Oh, okay, now if I can capture the king, because he's actually leading himself, this war will be over real quick. Our champion wounded their dude. Excellent. Okay, we didn't capture the king, but we got somebody else. Okay, we're going to have to do more sieges then. I'm actually going to siege this because I want to stay close in case they try and siege us back. I want to stay in the area. We got somebody. Okay, good. Victory. Lovely. All right, let's head back and siege out Lukomo. Okay, siege 1, we're at 85%, and next one. Now, where are they doing? Oh, they've gone into the wind. One more should be it. Now, here's the thing, 85. As we tick, if we ticked up to 90, war will be over. Now, the thing is, because we're doing subjugate the whole kingdom, you actually have to siege and control every city in the whole kingdom to get to the war score to start ticking. So it's all going to be military and individual sieges. But this is only 4 months. Should be pretty quick, and then we will be done. Okay, so they actually come back. They're trying to conquer Minsk back, but we've conquered Vitebsk. I can't even pronounce this. Vitebsk. Anyways, the war is over. That's the point. Okay, enforce demands. Now, here's what's happening. He's now a vassal. He spends 350 prestige. Allies share 350 based on contribution. We get 350 fame. So be it. Lovely. Disband all troops. And there we go. Minsk is now part of our kingdom.